We have 3 children, and they've all flown the nest, and it was time for Brad and I just to reduce the size of our lot, the size of our home, so that it would enable us to have freedom to travel. And we also realized the home that we were in for 23 years was wonderful, but there were rooms that we hadn't been in for a long time. And this house is just perfect for us.
This is our 3rd home with Estridge. They've all been very different homes. The first home was actually at a time when we did not have children yet. It was a corporate move, and we had to find a house in a pretty short period of time, and we found one under construction that we could still finish out, and in a neighborhood that we really enjoyed and liked, and knew we wouldn't be there because my career was still on a move where we knew there was going to be a move ahead, right? So we were looking at a very short-term window of time. Next move was a full custom house that we designed with Estridge and built from scratch and made it our own. And that was the home we were in for 23 years. And we loved it for all 23 years. We were able to add to it and complement it over the years. And then we reached this phase of life where we said, no more size. We want practical, useful space that we can call our own for just the 2 of us.
With this home, there are many things that I like. One, I like how open the floor plan is, that I can go from the kitchen to the living area all the way out to outdoor living. And so it's very continuous. And for our entertaining and family, that's really important. And even when it's just the 2 of us.
It's easy to find. I mean, there's not a lot of home developers who have 2 bedrooms on the first floor and not have an upstairs, but also have the flexibility in the design to have a bedroom down or 2 down in the basement, in the lower level. So it was not an easy choice. There's just not that many on the marketplace, and Estridge has found that place, and we jumped on the floor plan very quickly.
The landscaping is very important to us. We like to garden and what have you. And so just the common areas are inviting. They're clean, they're professional, they're very inviting. And that's why I think that Estridge has been so successful. I have to also admit, I love the building process. I sort of see it as a puzzle. So I love looking at the floor plans or adding to the floor plans or deleting from the floor plans and seeing my vision in my head come to life. And I like the process that Estridge has where you work with the builder, but then you also work with the design team and you put the pieces together that are complementary to your lifestyle. And it was a very relaxed atmosphere, it was very welcoming, and it was more of a partnership that I felt. They make you feel like you're part of their family in the whole design process and the whole building process. And I've highly recommended Estridge to other families or individuals that are looking for a home. The quality is superb. The design is wonderful. They use every nook and cranny that you could possibly think of for storage. So there is no, what I call, dead space. Of course, there are bumps in the road for any kind of building that you have, but they always want to make it be better and want it to be what you want.
Somebody looking for a home, I think, first of all, I would recommend know what your goals are. And then once your goals are really clear, you're going to find that Estridge can meet a large part of those, if not in the current neighborhood, in one of their other neighborhoods. But they're really good about having a diversity of options that fit a lot of different mix of goals. And we were very clear on our goals. That would encourage and that allowed us to get to the point where we were pretty quickly, while others might take a little bit longer. The fact that they have many options, if you're clear on your goals, I think they can meet it. One of the very differentiating parts of Estridge too is the buyer is in much more control of the financial circumstances during the build.
Estridge is very near and dear to our hearts. It makes you feel like you're part of the family. This is a big part of your life, and to feel like you're part of their family, they treat you that way, is a blessing.